Hey guys, and welcome to World of Tanks. And today we're gonna review this beast right here, the IS-6 Tier 8 Russian premium tank. And a lot of people say it's garbage right from the start. Looking at stats, it has 100 millimeters hull armor from the front, from the sides, 60 millimeters in the rear, and it has the 122mm D30 gun with an average penetration of 175, which is on the low side for a tier 8. But don't let the stats fool you. Okay? This tank is probably one of the best tier 8 premiums out there, without a doubt. And hopefully I will kind of get you to understand why in just a minute. So, the first thing you probably will look at when you see this tank is that it only has 100mm front armor and side armor, but it's also sloped as hell. This front plate here is angled at 65 degrees, which also makes that this 100mm is in fact 237mm of effective armor if you shoot this from 90-degree angle right on it. And that is quite a lot. And even this driver's hatch right here, it's only 90mm, but that's 213mm of effective armor. So if you just angle it a little bit more up, so it becomes like 70 degrees, this is an auto bounce zone, all of it. And these sides here, also 100mm, but this is also angled at, first and foremost, 65 degrees backwards and 50 degrees that way. So the sides are effectively 311mm of armor. So at tier 8 there is not that much who can penetrate you. Not on a straight line. If you somehow angle the armor like downwards, if they get shot from a top, they will probably pen you, or from the sides in this area if they shoot normal armor piercing. If they however shoot high explosive anti-tank, it will not do damage if it's shooting is this general area, because this is spaced armor. And the lower plate here is actually 120mm, so it's much more than up here, but it's only angled at 50 degrees. Excuse me. And at 50 degrees this is 187 effective armor, so it's quite hard to penetrate the lower plate as well. Now the turret, on the other hand, and especially the mantlet, is a bit of a trick one. Just around here is only 150mm, and also a little bit out on the sides here. This is only 150. Behind here there's nothing. On the sides though, and or rather all the way out here, except around these ports, it's 150 plus 150, making it 300 plus effective armor. Now, of course, shooting at the roof is an out of bounds. That is if you're shooting from this angle, unless you manage to hit these cupolas, the driver's hatch or the gunner's hatch and the commander's hatch. And that's, well, all there is to say about the armor of this thing. It's quite fast, 35 kph, and has a pretty strong engine at 700 horsepower, 1515 hit points. It's debatable. It's good enough for me. And of course, the 122mm D30 gun is quite good. The accuracy though, 0.46, is not too good, but then again, you're not really sniping enemy tanks with this. You're probably up close and getting shots at sides of other tanks or at weak spots, if you can penetrate him, that is. Turret traverse speed is 24 degrees per second, which is average at best. View range 350 meters, it's alright, and same with the signal range. Now, the biggest concern I had with this tank when I bought it was like, will this actually be good in combat, even with that amazing armor? And hopefully I will show you a couple of games that will prove you how correct I was. So, in this first game is, or rather all the 3 games I'm going to show you are from the exact same day, and I think they're actually straight after each other, and I gotta say that day was a pretty good one, because I kept having games like this one. And as you can see, we're in Arctic region, and one of our guys turned blue. And for a change of pace, I tried to go north, just to throw off the enemy a little bit. And I'm gonna speed up until we get our first contact. Which will be right here. A Type 59, trying to be a bit sneaky. I know he will pop out right here, so I pre-aim, and there he is. Puts one into him. And when you penetrate with this gun, it's a real nice damage output. And he does it again, and I'm more than happy to put one in his side. And I also managed to track him, but this last shot hits the rock instead, and he managed to back off. There's also a 110 here, a Chinese tier 8 heavy, non-premium though, so he has a bit better gun than me. And I try to take his tracks off, so it will be easier for us to outflank him. But he is not having any of that. And there you can see the accuracy of the gun, or rather the lack of accuracy. I tried to hit his wide tracks, but instead I managed to hit his lower plate. And as you can see, we are winning quite big here. 5 kills to 1, and that one is our own team kill. Now, me and T69 decide to go for the 110, and I want to have a little bit fun with this guy. Now, I have an average damage output of 390, and that's a very high roll with a very fortunate engine fire there. And they're just below the average. Now, this guy probably regret his decision to come up here, and I wanted to have a little bit of fun with him. Now you can see he bounced my front armor there, and due to the fact that the turret of this tank is so freaking low, it's very hard to get the gun down, and I want to have some fun and push him down, but the T-69 didn't want me to have that kind of fun. But anyway, we're winning 11-4, and I'm gonna speed it up once again. Now this was a well, butcher really, and I snapped that shot and managed to miss or track that Rheinmetall. And this AMX AC-46 is, well, suiciding. And we can just let him kill himself like that. And as you can see, 100,000 cash, 2,336 experience. We only shot at 4 tanks, but we did 2,259 damage, 779 experience, base experience, 11 shots fired, 10 direct hits and 8 penetrations, which is okay-ish, I can say. But on to the next one. Now, this game we are on Runeberg, and it's the newest edition of it. And once again, it's a tier 8 battle, and this one will be a bit more hectic, more intense, and hopefully you will understand why pretty soon. Now, as you can see, the IS-6 is a bit too low to be able to shoot over that hole there. A VK-2801 comes storming and gets owned by our Su-152. Now, Type 58 inside, very easy target and also very easy to hit. And we have most of our heavy tanks in this corner, and it also seems like the enemy has taken the decision to send all their heavies down here as well. So, almost getting flanked here by a couple of KV-1Ss. And instead of rushing forward, I now decide to back up and take an unaimed shot at the VK. Now they tend to track me a lot. And that one unfortunately just took out the drive wheel. And that one hit the wall in front of them. So not having too much luck at the moment, only one penetrating hit. But hopefully that will change pretty soon. Second hit in, and a very unfortunate K1S, and his friend is not much more fortunate himself. And there you can see the amazing angling of the armor, and we got one kill. KV4 coming slowly against us. and he takes out my driver. And that's the first penetrating hit on me. And he makes the mistake of turning his turret. I sneak in a shot there in the side. And I decide that it's time to take the fight to the enemy. Me and the IS-3 here is slowly advancing. Don't want to rush too far. And once again, it's a bounce. And I try to hit that weak spot there, the machine gun port, but no luck. The Löwe is taken out by the Su-152, who is now up to 4 kills. And I try to wiggle my way in front of the KV-4 to make him shoot. And he fires. Me and the IS-3 is rushing forward. Now, as you can see, the lower plate of the KV-4 is way too armored for a regular shot, but I took it anyway. Shot in the rear of the IS-3, so that's on fire. And now there's 3 tank destroyers and 2 artillery left. And there's a bunch of us left. And as you can also see, as I also write in chat, I only have 1 armor piercing round left. Now, coming around here, I have the Rheinmetall inner sight, but also the Hummel. So, being the sneaky guy as I am, I decided to take the Rheinmetall instead of, or the Hummel instead of the Rheinmetall. And being lucky there with the artillery for once. Now there's only 1 enemy tank destroyer left, the ISU-152, and he's on 3 kills. And he's last spotted in the A0 corner. Now to not spoil it all, I'm gonna increase speed just a little bit. And the guys decide to cap instead of backing me up, which will turn out to be quite a disaster for me, as you may know. Well, base captured, and we win. And once again, a quite decent result. 103,000 creds and 1842 experience points. First class master badge, and we did shoot a bit more guys. And we did a little bit more damage as well. 2700. 1228 base experience. And as you may have figured out, the last replay was a daily. 16 shots fired, 13 direct hits and 9 penetrations. It's quite unfortunate to be shooting at KV-4s with the IS-6 because of that front armor. But anyway, I have 1 more game to show you, and hopefully you will see why the IS-6 is such a beast. Now, this is the last replay I'm gonna show you, and we're on Morvanka. It's a tier 9 battle, and that is the highest you will ever see with this tank. It gets a preferential matchmaking, and I gotta say my team in this battle was pretty good indeed. So, speeding it up a little bit. Deciding not to take a shot there. And instead of just sitting here, I should have advanced a little bit earlier. And I fired one high explosive shell on the Rheinmetall there, mainly because he has such low armor. It might have penetrated, and with a bit of luck it could have done more damage, but unfortunately it was a very low roll. But it was a critical hit, so I probably took out something critical, like his gun or something. Maybe even his turret. But anyway, now he's dead. A T-32 having a bit of a bad day. And also a KV-4. Now behind us we have a IS-3 coming rushing, and as you can see, he managed to bounce off my side armor there. But we're not having any luck with him. And neither with his AMX-12T, who we managed to shoot in the tracks. Second shot though goes in and also takes the tracks out completely, making it easy for our teammates to kill. Advancing forward, this T-54 is having a real bad day. Now the remaining enemies are in the forest, the magical forest. And here comes number one, the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. And we take him out with a luck shot. Now, we have 4 kills. There are 4 enemies left. Take a shot into the Tiger 2. He backs off, gets 1 shot into him. 16 health. We take him out. We have 5 kills. There are 3 enemy tanks left, and we have the chance to get a Top Gun. Now, do you think I will get it? One armor-piercing shot left. He is at 194 health, and the T-30 takes him. Okay, so object 704 left. Half his health is gone. 5 seconds to reload. 4, 3, and he's gone. Okay. 1 heavy tank left, who has spotted me apparently. And he's managing to do damage to me. Gonna check, is he firing gold? Probably not. Anyway, first shot out, managing to just track him. And of course someone takes him out. And as you can see from this victory, 125,000 credits and 2,053 experience, non-doubled. Damage done 3,836, 5 kills, and we managed to take the top place in experience with 5 experience over the WZ-111. And we fired 18 shots, 16 direct hits, and 15 penetrations. We also received 4 hits, and that was all from the from the Carnival, except from 1 shot. Now, the high explosive shell from the on the Rheinmetall took out 1 module, which I guess is the turret. could be. I'm guessing. It's kind of bad that this doesn't show here, but still, same with the Tiger 2. Probably took out his ammo rack or something. Waffentrager, I think I took out tracks, maybe an engine. But still, this was a pretty damn good game. So, when you're asking yourself, what kind of tier 8 premium tank do I want? Do reconsider the IS-6. It's a very powerful tank, considering it always will get into a tier 8 game, or there's a chance he will get into a tier 9 game, but I have found out that that doesn't happen as often as you would think. But if you ever get in the situation you are looking at getting a new tier 8 premium, or even your first one, then please reconsider this one. Especially if you're going down the Russian heavy line to begin with, if you want to train some extra experience for a crew. But yeah, I do like this tank, and I also hope that you will do in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.